Hello all, welcome to my channel Medicine Ki Pathshala. I'm Dr. Manali. So in this video, we'll be talking about the treatment of heel pain in detail. I'll be talking about its physiotherapy management, its conservative management, its non-conservative management, what are the surgeries for heel pain, and there are certain tips and there are techniques and there are certain stretching exercises. If you perform, you can actually instantly get the relief in heel pain. All right, so let's talk in detail about it. This is part 2. I have already released part 1 a few days back, in which I have explained what is heel pain, what is plantar fasciitis, and what are the causes, the reasons behind heel pain, and typical features of it. Fine. So I will put the link into the description box. You can go check it out there. Fine. So let's get started with this video. So fine, before planning for treatment, you should have the answer of these two questions. Which are they? Whom shall I consult? And what should I visit? When should I visit? Sorry. See, for different conditions, specific doctors are available, right? For example, for spine conditions, spine specialists. For varicose conditions, varicose veins condition, phlebologists, right? Vein doctors, like vascular surgeon. So similarly, for the condition of foot, heel, and ankle, the specific doctor's name is podiatrist. Remember this, fine? Podiatrist, podiatrist surgeon, podiatrist physician. These are the synonyms of the doctor who deals with the condition of foot. Fine. So next time, whenever you are in pain, always remember that instead of roaming around orthopedicians or let's say your physiotherapists or going to a general physician, you should actually go to a specific doctor. All right. Now the next question is, when should I visit? See, heel pain could be temporary or acute, or it could be permanent or chronic, right? For example, the last day you wore high heels and today your heel is aching. So that's a temporary pain, fine? You did not have to go to your doctor. You can easily get rid of it in a day or two. But for example, you see the swelling around your ankle joint, you see redness, and even you have fever, then this means it's a chronic pain. It is something which you should be taking care of. And at this moment, at this time, you should be going to your doctor. Understood? Another example, for example, you went to your grocery store and you came out with loads of weight and carrying loads of weight, and you're coming back walking from your grocery store to your house and you have a pain. So that's a temporary pain. It will go away in 1 or 2 days, right? But if at all you feel that, as soon as I get up in the morning, as soon as I step my 1 foot on the ground, it is unbearable pain in my heel, then that's a chronic pain. You should visit a doctor. Hope you understood now. Fine. So now you are clear with these questions, that whom shall I visit? Visit a podiatrist. When should I visit? When you get the typical features of heel pain. The typical features of heel pain I've already discussed in part 1. So please go check it out, part 1 first, and then come to this video. Fine. So let's talk about the treatment in detail now. Fine. So to make it more easy, I've categorized the treatment. Number 1 is physiotherapy. This is immensely important. Do you know, 90% of people get cured with physiotherapy in case of heel pain. So can you imagine how important it is? And there are certain very easy exercises. Fine, you just require some guidance for couple of days, and then you're good to do the exercises by yourself. Fine. So in physiotherapy, there is exercise therapy and there is something called taping. What is it? Taping means, can you see here? These are kinesiology taping. These are applied on the patient's affected muscles. Fine. And this gives immense stability and comfort in case of heel pain. This is usually done to the patients who cannot take rest even if asked for, because of their lifestyle. If their lifestyle is too active and physically, and if at all they cannot take rest or something, then in that cases taping is required. Right, we'll be talking in detail about physiotherapy, of course. Next is insoles. What are insoles? These are those pieces of materials that are placed inside your shoes. Fine. What do? They give extra comfort and better fitting. Okay, I'll show you some pictures, you'll get an idea. Next is NSAIDs. These are drugs. These are non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Okay, so this will eventually give you comfort. They will actually reduce your pain, as well as that they will reduce your inflammation. Fine. You can actually take these medicines over the counter, like ibuprofen, like aspirin and all. If at all you feel that physiotherapy is not working, or I'm having a lot of pain, then you can go hand by hand. The next one is ESWT. What is that? That's extracorporeal shock wave therapy. Can you see the picture here? Fine. This is not a surgery, okay? This is just a therapy. What does it do? This therapy is a very high intensity sound wave, okay? What does it do? It is applied to the heel or to the arch, and this will help to relieve the inflammation without any surgery. All right. This is actually practiced more internationally, not in India. But just for FYI, I am telling you that you if at all you come across this word, then you shouldn't be thinking what is it. Fine. So this is a sound wave therapy, high intensity sound wave therapy. And the last one is surgery. Of course, if nothing is working, it's been 6 months and nothing is working at all, and you are in chronic pain, you're in severe pain, then obviously your doctor will suggest you for surgery. What do we do in surgery? Simple. The doctor just do an incision, छोटा सा एक slit मारते हैं, और जो आपका plantar fascia है, जो ligament है, which you can see, right? So they will try and release the tension on it, which will help to relieve in your heel pain. But this surgery is not something in which you will get 100% relief. Let me tell you, this heel pain can come again. वो रिलैप्स हो सकता है, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ रिलीज कर रहे हैं टेंशन को, ये कोई काट नहीं रहे हैं. They are not removing the fascia. Obviously they will not, right? So there are high chances of the relapse even if you undergo surgery. All right. And after surgery, for next 8 to 10 weeks, you are suggested to wear cast for proper support, and so that your legs are immobile. And after 8 to 10 weeks, you are again asked to go for physiotherapy for rehabilitation purpose. Understood? Just a brief note I've given. I'll be going in detail with in terms of physiotherapy and insoles. So let's talk about it. All right. So physiotherapy, just for better understanding, I've categorized into stretching, massage, and contrast bath. See, let me tell you again, physiotherapy is immensely effective in heel pain. Fine. So even if you try all these exercises at home, fine, I assure you that you will find the relief. You have to do it for 1 or 2 weeks and you are good to go. So let's start with the first one, stretching. See, for your better understanding, I would suggest you that you do the exercises order wise, and you have to do every exercise only once, okay, once a day, and each exercise 5 times in one sitting. केवल एक सिटिंग करनी है, दिन में सारी एक्सरसाइज केवल एक बार करनी है, और हर एक एक्सरसाइज 5 बारी करनी है. All right, और order wise ही करना है. All right, so let's start with number 1. As soon as you get up, fine, in early mornings, you just have to sit on the bed or on the chair. Sit like this. The position should be like this. Use the affected leg over the unaffected one. The placement of the hands, can you see the placement of hands? And you simply have to stretch your foot, okay, like this. You need to stretch your toes, you need to pull your toes towards you, and you will feel a stretching here. ये क्या है? ये है plantar fascia. I told you in part 1. All right, कि ये सब क्या है? You can just go and check it out. All right, so what will it do? It is actually we are actually preparing your ligaments and your muscles for the next activities. Fine. For example, आप सबसे पहले उठने से पहले उठ जाते हो, उसके बाद क्या करते हो? आप खड़े होंगे, right? So जब आप खड़े होते हो, then you are giving entire body weight to your lower limbs, to your ankles, fine, and your ligaments and your tendons are already weak. Fine, उसीलिए तो heel pain हो रहा है आपको, right? They are already injured, they are already weak, they are already under strain. Plus you are giving your entire body weight. Fine, so इसलिए आपको heel pain होता है. That's the only reason. So to avoid that early morning unbearable heel pain, you have to go for this stretch, this one single stretch. Understood? Do it 5 times and hold the stretch for 10 seconds. Fine. So this is called plantar fasciae stretch. Number 2. In the sitting posture, in the same posture, you have to just raise your legs straight like this, and your toes should be facing towards you. Fine, stretch it. All right, actively. This is giving stretch here. This is stretching your Achilles tendon. Fine, this is the affected leg, of course. You can do this stretching either in sitting or in standing. या तो दोनों भी कर लो या तो either of that. All right. Standing में क्या करना है? Your position of the leg should be like this, as if you are pushing the wall. All right. So if you do this activity, you will feel a stretch here. All right. Similar, as I said, you need to hold this stretch for 10 seconds and do it 5 times. Okay. So these three were your morning stretches. Understood? Now let's see that what would be your post lunch stretch. Okay, anyways, this is just for an FYI. After lunch you should sit in this position. This is Vajrasana. This is a yogasana posture which helps to digest your food. All right, this was just an FYI. All right, so after lunch just try and sit in this posture and see to it that your toes are curled towards your knees. Okay, toes us taraf hai, na ki is taraf. Understood? So if you're curling your toes towards that side, you are feeling the stretch in your plantar fascia. यहाँ पे आपको stretch मिलेगा इधर. All right, hold this stretch for 10 seconds. As I said, I will keep on repeating, and then relax for a couple of seconds like this, and then again come into this position. Hold this stretch for 10 seconds. जैसे 5 बारी करना है. All right. See to it that knees के नीचे you at least keep a pillow or you lie down on sit on a carpet or yoga mat. ऐसे कुछ foamy चीज लेना. Fine. Just don't sit on a bare floor or something, right? Otherwise you will complain of knee pain. Simple reason. Got it? So this is again plantar fascia stretch. ये आपको कब करना है? After your lunch. Soon after your lunch, you sit on this position, kneeling position. This is called Vajrasana, and फिर ये stretch करो 5 बार. ठीक है? Understood? This was your 4th stretch. Now, before going to your afternoon nap, do this exercise and then go for your nap. क्या करना है? You can simply lie down on your bed. You can take the support of your bed. You cannot take the support. So that's also it's okay. Fine. And your position should be like this. You can take a towel or you can take your belt. You can even take your dog leash, जो भी available हो, and simply stretch your feet. Okay, आपके जो toes हैं उनको stretch करना है. Try and pull with your hands towards yourself. So this will give stretch to your calf muscles and your Achilles tendon. ये आप दोनों पैर में एक साथ भी कर सकते हो या फिर one after the other, unilateral or bilateral, depending on your comfort zone. Okay. Again, I'm saying you have to hold this stretch for 10 seconds and you have to do it for 5 times. All right. Next, once you get up from your afternoon nap, you have to go for massage. Now, what does massage do? What does usually massage do? They improve the circulation of blood, right? So यही ये massage कर रहा है इधर. You can have a tennis ball or you can have a frozen bottle. Bottle में पानी डालो, उसको freezer में रख दो, आधे घंटे के बाद निकालो. So उस bottle को बोलेंगे frozen bottle. Very simple. So you just have to place a tennis ball just under your sole. Okay, and you just have to give some amount of pressure. आप sitting में बैठ सकते हो. Sitting में, if you're sitting, then you'll be able to understand what am I saying, right? So ऐसे आप बैठिए and then just roll the ball to and fro with the help of your legs. Okay, you can do the same activity using the frozen bottle. Okay, frozen bottle से क्या होगा? आपकी जो muscles हैं, they will actually get relaxed. Fine. Or massage से क्या होगा? It will improve the blood circulation. Fine. You can do it for 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that. Okay. ये दो sitting position में है. ये भी sitting में है with your one leg over the another one. Fine. You can again use the massage activity like this also using your hand. Fine. So this is massage. This is very important. ये आपने कब किया? Afternoon nap लेने के बाद जब आप उठे ना, तब अपने bed पे पहले ये activity निपटा दी और उसके बाद आप उठेंगे. The last one and the most important one is contrast bath. सोने से पहले ये activity करनी ही करनी है. कैसे करनी है? Let's discuss. You take 2 buckets, one with hot water, one with either cold water or normal temperature water. We'll also do. Fine. You need to sit on your sofa or your chair. Okay. Keep those 2 buckets. Okay. आपके सामने. Or you dip your legs into the hot water first for 3 minutes. उसको बाहर निकालो पैर को and immediately dip into the cold water for 2 minutes. Then again keep those, then again dip into hot water for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes immediately into cold water for 2 minutes. ये कब तक करना है? जब तक गर्म पानी ठंडा नहीं हो जाता. So that will roughly take 10 minutes. Understood? Always start and end with hot water. Always and always remember that. All right. Now, why is it important? Contrast bath नाम क्यों है? Because हम दो बिल्कुल ही different temperature का पानी ले रहे हैं, right? So that's a simple reason why the name is contrast bath. Now, what जो hot water होता है, hot temperature होता है, that usually dilates your blood vessels. And what will cold water do? That will constrict your blood vessels. Fine. So dilation हो रहा है, constriction हो रहा है, which means inflate हो रहा है, deflate हो रहा है, inflate हो रहा है, deflate हो रहा है. So it is just like a pumping effect. Fine. So एक pumping effect की तरह काम कर रहा है, जो क्या करेगा? Blood circulation improve करेगा. It will help to flush out the toxins and the other fluids from your body. Fine. So this is very 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 helpful. If you wish, you can add Epsom salt into it, जिसे हम सेंधा नमक बोलते हैं हिंदी में. It has got some healing agents. What is Epsom salt? It is magnesium sulfate, right? So it has got certain healing agents. So आप उसको भी try करो, तो वो swelling में भी आपको help करेगा, right? To reduce the swelling. So this is contrast bath. You should do it every day, at least once, and that too before going to your bed at night. Okay. So this was all about exercise therapy, stretching and contrast bath. ये सब कुछ आपको order wise करना है. कब करना है वो मैंने बता दिया. एक ही बार करना है पूरे दिन में. ओके. हर एक एक्सरसाइज केवल 5 बार करनी है और हर एक मोस्टली सब में जो स्ट्रेचेस हैं वो 10 सेकेंड्स के होल्ड पे करने हैं. अंडरस्टूड? डू इट, यू विल फाइंड द रिजल्ट्स. आई कैन अश्योर इट फॉर यू. Now the next one is footwear and insoles. This is very 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 important. ये जो भी मैं ट्रीटमेंट बता रही हूँ, everything you have to do it together. All right. You have to go with this therapy. You have to go with contrast bath. You have to look after your footwear and insoles. Only then you will see the results in a week. Understood? So number one is footwear. Okay, you should be wearing a proper footwear at home also. You should not be roaming around barefoot. Number one point is this. Why? Because already your heel is very sensitive right now. Fine. Plus आप floor पे directly अपना पाँव रख रहे हैं. Floor is too hard. So आपको और भी ज़्यादा heel pain होगा. So try and wear something cushiony. These are known as ergonomic orthopedic footwear, easily available online or any medical store. You should wear footwear even if you are at home. Fine. Number two is insoles. These are gel insoles. As I said, insoles का काम क्या है? They will act as shock absorbers. They will give extra comfort and they will give better fit to your shoes. तो ये shoes वाले insoles हैं. ये आप ऐसे भी पहन सकते हो with your barefoot also. Simple है, कोई भी इसमें hyphen to mechanism नहीं है. It's a simple elastic thing and it's a standard size. So you can just easily buy and wear it. Easily available online. Now you can also wear it if you are suffering from flat foot. Flat foot क्या है? I have already explained you in part 1. Go check it out. Flat foot की वजह से भी heel pain होता है. So try and introduce this. Flat foot नहीं है फिर भी heel pain में आपको plantar fasciitis में यहाँ पे आपको pain होता है ना, तो try and wear this insole. The other insole is sponge insole. अपने shoes के अंदर आपको डाल देना है and you're good to go. जब भी आप running या jogging या walking कर रहे हो, so try and wear these insoles. Understood? Very easy. Insoles का size क्या रहेगा? वही जो आपके footwear का size है. इसका size कुछ होता नहीं है, ये पूरा standard size है. और इसका size भी जो आपका footwear का size है. Understood? So I hope I'm clear with footwear and insoles. I hope I'm clear with the physiotherapy management. Now let's go to the last slide. That is what to avoid. Very 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 important. Avoid walking barefoot. I told you the reason. Avoid prolonged standing. Avoid activities like running and jumping. You can go for your evening walks, that's okay, but try and avoid running and jumping. Why? Because this will give unnecessary pressure to your fascias, to your ligaments and tendons. Okay, so it will actually aggravate your condition. So try and avoid it for 1 or 2 weeks. Try and avoid wearing old or worn out shoes, obviously, and try and avoid wearing flats or high heels and poor fitting shoes. Favorite shoes हैं लेकिन छोटे हो रहे हैं, that doesn't mean कि पहनते फिरोगे. Just try and discard them. Understood? So this was all about the treatment in detail. Now these were the generalized treatment, guys. I have told you again and again कि जो भी treatment है, it depends from person to person, from body to body. अगर आपको टेम्पररी या acute pain है, यानी अभी अभी heel pain हुआ है, उसको अभी 1 महीना भी नहीं हुआ है, which means it's an acute pain. फाइन. सो उसमें स्वेलिंग भी नहीं है, सबसे बड़ी बात स्वेलिंग नहीं है, रेडनेस नहीं है, आपको खुद को फीवर नहीं है, विच मीन्स वो एक अभी अक्यूट पेन है. तब आप ये सारी एक्टिविटीज जो सारी चीजें मैंने बोली हैं यू कैन ट्राई. बट अगर आपको स्वेलिंग भी है और सारे टिपिकल फीचर्स हैं हील पेन के अलॉन्ग विद स्वेलिंग एंड रेडनेस, देन यू शुड विजिट योर पोडाइट्रिस्ट. आई होप आई वाज क्लियर. सी मेरा जितना भी एक्सपीरियंस था पेशेंट्स को लेके, जो भी प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस था, सब कुछ मैंने इन स्लाइड में डाला है, सब कुछ इस वीडियो में डाला है. सो बहुत मेहनत की है. आई होप दिस शुड हेल्प यू आउट एंड दिस विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू आउट फ्रॉम द एक्सपीरियंस आई एम सेइंग. So try and practice all those things, and you can actually tell me, you can actually share with me. You can share in case you have any other queries also. You can just share in the comment box and I will definitely try to solve it. All right, so next milte hain jaldi. I'm planning to make a video on shoulder pain or maybe sciatic nerve. Let's see. All right, thank you so much for watching and please take care.